All right, everybody, we are back at it again in our Black Sabbath album review series. And of course, we're trucking along through the 70s, and we are looking at the next in line here, Sabotage. And I, alluded to this kind of weird cover of the album last time, if you on my Sabbath Bloody Sabbath review. And what this actually is Ozzy and the guys wearing their significant other's clothes in front of this mirror here. So, pretty strange stuff, but I guess they thought it'd be a funny little gag or whatever. But, especially old Bill Ward right there wearing those tights. It's just, it's pretty damn funny that this actually got, they got it put on their album cover. But, it is kind of a pretty cool shot of all the guys there, despite it, despite Ozzy wearing heels and a dress and all that. But in no way, shape, or form does this kind of weird album cover, which is not, I don't think it's a bad album cover. It's kind of funny and it shows the band's humor a little bit. But it doesn't reflect the incredible art that we get in the music on this thing. And man, oh man, once Volume 4 hit and kind of showed a little bit of the progginess, not a lot, but a little bit, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath kind of expanded upon that, and then this is probably their closest they get as far as like progressive nature goes in their music. And we'll just go ahead and jump right in, because the first track isn't like that. It's just a blast right off the bat. We're talking about Hole in the Sky. And damn, that riff is just super hooky. Damn, that chorus is hooky. That whole song. It's a short little 3-minute track, but man, oh man, it's one of the best ones off here. One of my favorite Sabbath openers out there. And, Ozzy may have his best vocal work ever, even including his solo career or any other things he's done on this record right here as far as range goes. And just, he's hitting some crazy notes. And even with Hole in the Sky, he's kind of shouting, like at the top of his lungs in some parts, which is just awesome sounding, really heavy. Probably the heaviest song on here, in fact, is Hole in the Sky. So just top-notch opener. And then you kind of bleed directly into Don't Start Too Late, which is just like a little interlude, a little acoustic interlude that also bleeds right into one of my favorite Sabbath songs, and easily my favorite off of here, Symptom of the Universe. That's a classic. You get like the nastiest, gnarliest sounding riff from Tony Iommi on here, just right off the bat. And then again, Ozzy with like these just screeching vocals that are just so freaking heavy and badass. But then, as this all develops and keeps going and going, you get kind of a cool little breakdown in there. And a really good bass work too on that particular song from Geezer. It kind of breaks down. This is where the progressive kind of stuff goes in. It breaks down, it almost turns into an entirely different sounding song with the acoustic kind of stuff going on. And almost like a soul-filled kind of, ending to the song. Again, with Ozzy hitting just really, really impressive notes for his range, And see, because kind of how the title track of Sabbath Bloody Sabbath did, just kind of had an acoustic chorus. This was heavy all throughout until you just reached that last maybe 2 minutes or so. And this is a pretty lengthy track, about like 7 minutes or so. But yeah, Symptom of the Universe is one of the proggiest songs they've done, if not, the proggiest song they've done. The only thing that I would maybe say gives it a run for its money is the next track, the final one here on side 1, Megalomania, which is kind of psychedelic in a way. You get like these kind of echoing vocals going on and kind of harrowing vocals from Ozzy, and a slower, again, just real psychedelic acid rock kind of thing. But then, once again, about, halfway, 3/4 of the way through the song, just flips it on its head, just like Symptom of the Universe did. And man, it just becomes this heavy, just belting out, verses and verses and verses from Ozzy, while the whole time, the band's just jamming away. So Megalomania is, again, just one of my favorites off here. Like, literally that whole side 1 right there, if that was even just an EP, it would just be like, man. But don't get me wrong, because side 2, while side 1 was dominating, side 2, it holds its own too. We open up side 2 with Thrill of It All. Very, very solid track. Then we move on to Super Czar, which is kind of a weird one, but I kind of dig it in a weird way. It's kind of like this. It's an instrumental, but it has like this choir kind of echoey vocals to it. Very, kind of chanty a little bit, and it's cool though. It's really weird. Like, it's one of the weirdest songs that they've done up to this point, probably ever. But in that way, I kind of like it. It kind of fits on this album in a strange way. But then we get Am I Going Insane, which is probably my favorite off of side 2 here. Really, really cool and hooky chorus, and kind of looks into the mind of Ozzy a little bit, because talk about an insane guy. He's had to wonder once or twice if he was or not. But all joking aside, though, I mean, it's a great song. Definitely big standout here on side 2. And then we end it with The Writ, and that's a solid ending to this. Just freaking, again, these guys have just pumped out. They're here in the prime in the 70s, and especially the side 1 of this thing just takes the freaking cake as some of their best work ever. And again, some of their most proggy work ever. Again, I don't think they ever delved quite into being a prog rock band. There's not. This also does incorporate the keyboards and stuff a little bit more than maybe some Hammond organ, a little bit more than even more so than Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, but still not enough to you don't get any 20-minute tracks or any too out there time changes like multiples within a song or whatever. But this is a great album, hands down. It's a must for Sabbath fans. It is just, again, the band were at such a high point at this time, rolling off, Volume 4, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, then this one. But then the next time, things get a little weird, a little controversial. They start kind of getting, especially Ozzy in particular, his drug use is getting a little out of control. His partying ways are getting a lot out of control. And you kind of see the downcline of this incarnation of the band. Of course, next time, that album where we kind of start to see that a little bit is... and I've seen a lot more love for it over the years, in the growing years, but I'll let you guys know my thoughts on the next album that we're going to be reviewing, which is, of course, Technical Ecstasy, which has a pretty cool album cover. But, yeah, that's kind of a controversial album in their discography, and one that really doesn't get talked about a whole lot. So, and I'm kind of interested too to give it another listen and maybe reevaluate my own opinion on it, and see what's up. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for that. Again, if you're going to be listening to anything off here, Symptom of the Universe, Megalomania, Hole in the Sky, Am I Going Insane, Thrill of It All, that right there alone, and then just add in the weirdness of Super Czar and the cool ending of The Writ. It's like loaded freaking album. It is a must for Sabbath fans. It's got some of their best material. Stay tuned for next time, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Maybe let me know where you were when this album dropped, or any cool memories you have associated with it, or what you think about even some of the kind of weirdness on here and its kind of proggy nature. But like, subscribe, comment, and stay tuned when we review Technical Ecstasy next time. Thanks, guys.